TV shows like Game of Thrones have a reputation for killing off characters in the most horrible manners when you least expect them, but some deaths have been easier to predict. Shocking TV show deaths tell viewers no characters are safe, and keep them guessing who will die next, as odds stack up against multiple characters simultaneously. Even when the rules of the game have become apparent, it's not always obvious which character might die. Over time, however, one develops an instinct for predicting deaths. Many female TV show characters who deserved a better ending have been killed off this way, rather unceremoniously. Some deaths, though, can be seen coming from a mile away. When a TV character you don't expect to feel sorry for suddenly starts getting a dedicated major story arc to them, and becomes sympathetic, that is almost always a telltale sign that things are going to go downhill for them. Especially in drama and thriller shows where there is no plot armor for the protagonists, it's sometimes painfully obvious which characters will die before the show ends. 10. Eddie Munson, Joseph Quinn. Stranger Things, 2016 to 2025. Stranger Things used to have a problem of not killing any major characters, which seems to be continuing. Instead, it has developed a problem of killing off beloved side characters. In a bid to convince viewers that the main group is harder to kill, it seems to provide brutal endings to side characters when they face off against the main villain in each season. Stranger Things is a sci-fi TV show that isn't too complex or overwhelming and keeps introducing interesting side characters every season, who become fan favorites, only to then die before the season ends. It was shocking when it happened to Ben first, but by the time Eddie Munson showed up, everyone could tell that he wouldn't make it to the end. Not only did he have too many odds stacked against him, he was becoming too likable for the trend to not target him. 9. Jack Shephard, Matthew Fox. Lost, 2004 to 2010. Jack looking up in the final scene of Lost. A sci-fi TV show with an excellent mystery element, Lost begins with a premise that promises heartbreaking character deaths. The first season begins with a plane crash that leaves a few survivors stranded on an island. They face terrifying entities, but try to do their best to save each other. So, a few main characters dying isn't unexpected, but Lost managed to become one of the most exciting series because of its shocking deaths. Jack Shephard became the group's leader in the first season and has led them through many perils, but his constant brushes with death seem to insinuate he'd die before the show ends. Even then, there was hope for him when they all managed to escape from the island with their lives. When Shephard decided they needed to go back, there was no doubt that he would die. While predictable, the death was still impactful. 8. Lalo Salamanca, Tony Dalton. Better Call Saul, 2015 to 2022. Lalo Salamanca in Better Call Saul. Apart from a throwaway mention in Breaking Bad when Saul Goodman was first introduced, Lalo Salamanca is entirely missing in the show. It is not difficult to guess that Lalo would die before Better Call Saul ended, given that it's a prequel show and the Salamancas play a major role in Breaking Bad. However, as is the case whenever Vince Gilligan is involved in storytelling, there is a twist involved in his death. Both Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad are such well-written and loved TV shows that should never be rebooted because their thrilling plot twists could never be replicated. When Lalo first seemingly dies, viewers, along with Saul, believe that that's his end in the show. Yet, it's revealed in a shocking twist of events that he faked his death. Gilligan is an expert in misdirection, and this throws viewers off, so that when Lalo actually dies, it's still shocking, even though viewers knew he wouldn't survive. 7. Corey Miyazono, voiced by Risa Tanida. Your Lie in April, 2014. Corey says goodbye during the final performance from Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April is known for the doomed central romance that inevitably ends in tragedy. The show's exploration of parental abuse adds a dark angle to what is otherwise a tragic romance story. It has its lighter moments, and its vibrant color grading will get you rooting for all the characters and the central romantic couple. However, this is mostly a misdirection tactic to keep things light enough in their minds, so they don't see the darker moments coming. Even then, the gloomy closing song of the show and Corey's jokes about dying seem to be more than just atmospheric creative devices. When she faints during a performance, though, it becomes clear that something is amiss, and that starts the foreshadowing of her death in the final episode. Towards the middle of the second half of the show, it's clear that she has a terminal illness, and she is living on borrowed time. At that point, there was no doubt left in viewers' minds that she wouldn't live to see the end of the show.